shortcut to clone. Shift and drag. That's sort like anything I have to duplicate, shift and drag. It will duplicate automatically. Like press shift and rotate or scale or like move, it will clone it. Now select the main object, apply. Okay. Now go back to your compound object. Now I have boolean. Pro boolean also does the exact same thing. It gives you better, cleaner object and subtract, keep picking, and generates a clean geometry basically. That is the only difference between blue boolean and pro boolean. And pro boolean, you can keep selecting the model and generate this thing. You can see it's super easy to create something like this. And like suppose it can be a pillar, can be a architectural, some monument or something, or maybe a gun. Like suppose you have this like gun snout where you have all these holes, right? In that case, how you do it manually, we don't create that because that's very difficult to do it. So in that case, what we do is we have this tube. So create this. Like suppose this is a gun. Oh, right click and go back to world origin 000. So now in between loops I don't want. This is a you see nice gun shape, this object. And now I want holes through, like I guess you have seen AK-47, all those things, or maybe a this thing, sniper, where you can see like the front of the this thing. Now you have these holes. So how to manually I cannot create it, means super difficult. So what we do is we'll take cylinder, create it, and for rotation 90 degrees I have switched on my 90 degree snapping. Create this and I'll just snap to center and Alt A to align these two, center, 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 apply OK, center. Now let's move it down. Duplicate 7-8 times. Okay. 6 times is more than enough. So like this. Now I want to rotate and duplicate. Right, shift, press and rotate. Done. 90 degree. Now go ahead to 45 degrees. But 45. And again, now this time I'll select both of them, entire thing, and shift 90, 45 degree. Now you can see I have all those things aligned nicely. Now I can shift and drag, duplicate, rotate. Now I have alternative, right? You see, and this part is not alternative. Okay, it should be alternative only. This one shouldn't be there. Yeah, now it's fine. Everything is alternative. You can, this one also not alternative. The first thing I have to delete this one. Now everything is alternative. You can see it's creating this crisscross effect. So now I want to create this holes in this this thing. section and make sure it's intersecting nicely. Now, if I want, I can attach all of them together. So I need to edit poly this, or I can just select manually also, one by one, compound object, pro boolean, subtract, pick, start picking. Oh, my bad. I have to select the main tube, then pro boolean, start picking. So to create all those holes, see, very easily. And this makes our life way easier. So otherwise, manually creating this will be super difficult. And they are like perfect circle. This is how we do it. And like similarly, suppose we created this thing, right? First day we have created a bottle. Let me open that. Okay, so open. This one. Okay. I have some base or something here. Let's delete this. Delete this. Suppose I have this one and edit poly. I applied an edit poly. You can see I can create a vase very nicely, easily. And now, suppose I want to create some holes. That also I can do. Like some holes, like I guess you have seen there are a lot of this base and like home decor items have this all these holes and all these things. So this is how we do it. How this is how we create all those things shapes. Let's see. Let's do something quick. Uh, Sphere. Just create one, and then there's one more option in compound object called scatter. So pick the object and click it, will scatter on this surface. See, randomly will scatter and generate everything. Scale I can reduce. Like there will be cases like when you have to generate things like this. Animation offset or vertex chaos, all those things can move and change things. Scale up and down. 50 will be fine. So I suppose I have this kind of shape. Nothing happens. So basically generate this entire shape. See, generate this scatter, generate this entire shape. Go to edit poly, element, and delete this base element. Now, suppose I want this surface as holes on the surface. Select the bottle, pro boolean, start picking, pick it. It will take little time. I can see based on the shape, scale, thickness, it will create all this kind of complex shape and generate nice detail. Just give me a second. Like this, you can generate things super easily. Like this is one more function you should know, which is like quite important. There's one more thing you should know. Open log. Like first day we have used lathe, and this is one more option, which is which is loft. So like suppose you have a screwdriver or something, and you want to create with with one mesh only. You want to create this thing with one mesh without any distortion problem. In that case, how you do this? So this is something is like super easy, but it can create a really complex shape and complex geometry very easily. So I'll show this thing. New. Suppose I have a screwdriver. Okay, I'll go to top view, grid. So and then I'll create all those shapes. So to use loft, previously we have used lathe. Lathe is like revolve 360-degree. Loft is basically generate shape based on the splines. Like you have a shape already preset shape, and based on that it will create the geometry. So this is again very important tool when you creating like especially wire lines or maybe pipes, cylinders, and all those things, and you want to have a pipe with multiple deformation like it's a smooth pipe, then there is a connector point, and then the shape little deform or become flat and then change into something else. So how to create the entire thing in one click? This is how you do it. So first thing first, I'll generate a line from straight line. Like I'm doing a straight line, I can do a curved line also. I can do something else also. I'll show this thing with a curved line, a straight line first, so that you can understand how it works. One straight line from base to top, everything is done. So I can see line is there. I am not going to change anything. Oh, this is top view. My bad. Okay, top view. Anything. Fine. Now, now I need couple of shapes, like shapes in uh, this is my shapes, you can see. So here I have a circle. Generate a circle. You can see the radius. Suppose I want to make it 10. Then if suppose I want one more circle, I can simply duplicate this, but and then scale it. Visually it's changing the size, but the radius is exactly the same. So you have to basically manually change the radius of the shape. Then let's see a star, and then let me create a rectangle. Let's see. This is just I'm creating something. So now I have to create like based on these shape, I want to create a shape, a structure. So how to do it? Select your line, apply loft. Okay. Oh, sorry. For loft, you have to go to compound object. There is an option called loft. Click on this, and now it will ask for get path. So get path. So I'll click on this path, any of the path. Perspective, if I go to perspective, you can see, or I can like get path, I can click on this, or get path, click on this. So based on the shape path I am selecting, it will generate the model. See, so this is my shape, but you can see the path here is, if I go here, modifier, I can see what it's showing is like my surface parameter and my deformation, all this thing I'll do later. But first thing first, path, like where it's supposed to generate is from where. Zero means its origin point, from it's generating a zero. Then suppose I want to generate this thing from some other option, like from maybe some uh, 20, and then I'll click get path. This one. Right? I'll add 50 get path. Right? Why it's not changing? Oh, my bad. I have to define the place and get shape. So now it will change. Okay, I'll do it once again. So now 10 get shape star. You can see it's changing everything because the orientation is all wrong. This orientation is all wrong. So front, I'll go and create this line. Bottom. So this is your 0, this is your 100. Now I'll go here, apply a loft on this, and then go here. Let's see, okay. Loft, and then I have to click on get shape. So from where? 0. My 0 is my shape star. Then I select 30. Get shape circle. See? Then 50. Smaller circle. Then 70. Rectangular. Get shape rectangle. See? Nothing is changing, but it's giving you like exactly same shape. And this 100 is again star. See? It automatically generates the entire shape, and everything is so crisp and clean. You can see all the edge and everything, flattened surface, everything is so clean. So it makes your life way easy, and create all this shape is like so easy. Except for let's create something really nice, something nice.
So can you please show it from the beginning a
Yes.
bit slowly, because
Okay. I'll do it bit slowly. No problem. No. Okay. New. So I'll redoing the entire thing just to pay attention. So first thing first, I have to create my path. Path means like the shape I want. It can be a pillar, can be a some for a screwdriver. Let's create a screwdriver. Okay. So front view, go to a path, create a line. So make sure from where you're starting, that is your 0.0. That is your 0, and wherever you're ending, that is your 100. That's like 100% of the size of that shape. So 0 to 100. Then I need couple of shapes to work. So usually screwdrivers at the base, they are round, circular in shape. So I'll go to perspective, or maybe top view, circular. So let's click a circle, small circle. I'll create a small circle. Then it have this tendency to like have those grooves on the surface for better grip. It's kind of a starry shape. I can make it little less pointy. Then after the star, when the star this grip ends, that shape is again a circle. So I can duplicate this circle, shift and duplicate, and go to modifier and change this to maybe 10 radius. This radius you have to change manually. It will just a scaling up the circle won't change the radius. Radius will be the same. Now, after this, I have that like circular shape from where this screwdriver metal part or screwdriver starts basically. So I have another circular shape which is quite small in nature, small, like maybe 3, and this continues till here, and then we have that flat surface where we have that screwdriver flat surface that gets inside the screw. So I need a rectangular shape, really tiny rectangular shape. So you getting my point, like what I'm doing here. If it's not clear, I can show, I can draw and show it. Okay, I can search for a screwdriver also. Yeah, I found a screwdriver and I'll show that image. Okay. Oh, so this is a screwdriver. So what I'm planning is I just first created the line for the length of the object, right? After that, I'll take some bright color so they can see everything. So after first I selected the length of the screwdriver, like maybe 10 centimeter, 12 centimeter, whatever the size, that thing. Then I start identifying the basic shapes. This basic base as a circle, right? Like you have this engineering drawing and all. Then there is a groove that is again a circle, and then it become the same shape, but it have little bit grooves. You can see slightly groove for the better. You can see all these lines for better grip, right? Then that same shape you can see here clearly, and then it becomes circular again, slightly dip in the shape, again circle and a thickness, then it's a rectangular shape. There are a lot of like screwdriver which starts round then become like this, rectangular in shape. So this is what I planned, the basic structure of the geometry, and created all this shape, and then I have applied this thing here. The perspective, select your line, go to your compound object, click on loft and 0. By default starts from 0. My base is circle. So I plan for this circle. So now I feel this circle is little too big. So I'll make it like 4. Now I'll go select this loft. Now I'll go to select a shape. I want this shape start with this. Click. So entire thing automatically become a cylinder, whole thing. No need to worry. Then the same shape, like there's a slightly dip in our this thing. You can see slightly dip here, circle, but still slightly smaller. Then maybe in 10, like 10 centimeter, like this small distance, like 1/10 of this entire size. Get shape. I select this. Little small, become little smaller. Now maybe 15. I have this star shape. Get shape. See, it becomes the star. So I can see they're like really big size and small. No need to worry. If there is a size issue, I can fix it later also. Now it automatically become this starry shape, and it continues till maybe 30 or something. Get shape, again star. So it frees that shape till here. Now it turn into like from 50, it's circle. Get shape, circle. Now then this thing becomes smaller. maybe from 60, this thing, and the tip is basically maybe 80 degree. 80 is okay, 90, get shape, this one, it become flat and hold the shape.